We do not have Elvis without black music.
Right.
We don't have Elvis without black culture.
Right. Congrats.
Man, thank you.
Congrats. Like, look, we don't know each other, but I am super happy for you because you made it very clear to the entire world your commitment to this role. Very, very clear. And I think that because of that, we're all watching and looking and wanting the film to do so well. But then at the Memphis screening, to hear Lisa say that she literally was unsure whether it was you or her father speaking. I think the word she used was morphed, that he morphed into your body. How does that feel to hear that last night?
Man, I was having to hold back an ugly cry, I'll tell you that. I really, it moves me beyond any way that I can articulate it right now. I felt such a responsibility the whole time, to him and to them. And I mean, I felt it on many levels to all his fans around the world, but they're the core. I mean, that's Lisa Marie's father.
Right.
That's Priscilla's husband.
Sure.
And so I was I felt I didn't sleep for 2 years, and it's all I did. And so now to hear that, it's like, it goes beyond just a film. It's like, it's somebody's family member that
Right.
you're getting to honor, and I just feel so blessed that I got that experience.
Yeah, you know, that responsibility that you took on, that dedication that you made very clear to all of us that you were going to put into this role. It's almost like there's a quote that I wrote while we were watching the film: "If you dream it, you'll do it."
Oh, yeah,
And I feel like we saw you do that just professionally.
Yeah.
So super dope. And then obviously we'll get into the fashion. we both clearly love fashion, but Denzel going to Baz and saying, you know, your work ethic is something he's never even seen before. How does it feel to get that kind of praise, and how excited are you for him to watch this?
Oh man, I hope he watches. I really, I mean, you know this. Like, Denzel is the greatest.
Denzel's Denzel.
Yeah. I mean, we have incredible actors in the world, and he is truly at the top of any actor that's ever lived. And
for sure.
He's so powerful, and it's beyond respect and reverence that I have for him. It's like, I felt like I couldn't even stand up straight when I met him the first time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I admire him so much. I couldn't believe that he called Baz. I didn't know that he was gonna do it. He didn't call me beforehand, he didn't call me after. He just did that out of the kindness of his heart.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, he's amazing.
You know, everyone talks about you taking on the mannerisms and everything. What was your favorite scene to shoot?
I mean, my favorite location may be the Beale Street location, because they built 6 blocks.
Oh.
I mean, they built that entire thing, and it was so incredibly detailed. So I'm driving a Cadillac down streets that they built.
Right.
And suddenly then I'm walking through Beale Street in the 50s, walking upstairs into Club Handy, and that was one of my favorite moments to get to shoot. Another one is the first performance that I did, which was 68 Special.
Yeah.
So that moment just like, it hit me so hard.
If you get to take one of these Cadillacs home, which one is it? Is it the pink one?
I mean, it might be the pink one, because that meant so much to him, because it was his mom's car.
Right.
She never drove it though.
Oh.
Yeah, she never drove, but she always, it was her car and she knew it.
And it was like that goal, right? It was I'm gonna reach this for you.
Yeah.
So obviously too, when we talk about responsibility and what goes into executing a role, is also understanding this connection to black music.
Yeah.
How much research did you feel the responsibility of doing around that specific topic as well?
A huge responsibility, because that's one of those areas that I think has been so misconstrued and misunderstood and brought out of context, and because the fact of it is, we do not have Elvis without black music.
Right.
We don't have Elvis without black culture.
Right.
His style, I mean, all of that was him going down to Beale Street and going, that guy's the coolest guy I've ever seen. And that's how he picks it up.
Right.
And so it's a tricky, anytime you get into appropriation or any of those things, it's so tricky to talk about. But I mean, I'm interested to get your take on it. I see it, like, he just had so much love.
Yeah.
And he's going, that guy moves the coolest I've ever seen somebody move. That guy sings the coolest I've ever seen somebody sing. That suit's the coolest suit I've ever seen. But he also loves country music, and he becomes this prism of all this inspiration.
He becomes a product of his influences and his experiences and whatnot. And like you said, it's about appreciation.
Yeah.
And that fine line between appropriation.
Yeah.
And I think it really comes down to like that credit.
Yeah,
I think what you guys were able to do, you yourself, Calvin, Baz, is really show that cosign that BB and that love that BB had for Elvis and his connection to the church and all that. Before I let you go, there's no way I'm sitting in front of you and not talking about the fashion, okay? So the McQueen look, the suede with the silk and the GQ, and then everything in this film. Did you have fun with it? And it seems like you're still having fun with it. You show up to the Met, you show up to Cannes. The outfits at Cannes, fire. I gotta let you talk. Now I'm just hyped because I loved everything that you've been wearing. Are you enjoying it?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much.
Yeah.
It's so fun to get to play in that space, you know. And clothes change the way you feel about yourself, and it changes the way you walk, and it changes the way your whole day goes.
Yeah.
And so I always, I love it so much, and I feel so fortunate that I get to, you know, have all these things that I get to have people say, the pull suits, and then I get to go, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, congratulations, I really mean it.
Am I going to see you in Toronto? Are you going to be there?
I'm not. My co-host is going to take over. I'm in Montreal for the Grand Prix. But
Nice.
Yeah, have fun in Toronto.
Have fun, man.
Thanks for watching Etalk. Make sure you hit subscribe for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news. And while you're here, why not watch another video? I know you want to.